Best places to see in Andaman. I'm going to show you that today. When you land in Port Blair, you know, take the room and freshen up, and then you can take a bike or a car, rent it out, and head straight to a place called Chidiya Tapu. Chidiya Tapu is less known, and many travel agents and drivers don't recommend you. But what you're watching is the place that you should visit, because it's going to cost them, and they don't want to burden themselves. The tour operators and all that, they don't recommend this place, but I highly recommend you come, because I stayed for 21 days. So out of that places that I've seen, I'm showing you the 7 best places that you should visit in Andaman. Everything will be planned out for you. You don't have to pay 1 rupee out of your pocket to me. You can come and enjoy this. So get down, hire a bike or a car. It's very cheap, 400 500 rupees you'll get a bike. Car I didn't take at all. And here the petrol is cheaper. It's very cheap. It's 82 rupees a liter. It's that cheap. It's many things, from booze to stay, is cheap, but you're told it's costly. It is not. Okay, so when you get here, there's no parking fees or anything of that sort. When you come to Chidiya Tapu, please ask. This place is famous for sunset. Remember, this place is famous for sunset. If you stay down, you should be able to see this sunset from here. Beautiful place. And understand this, the whole place is gowned and guarded by forest department. Okay, so there are a lot of alligators and many other animals that that they are trying to protect as such. So listen to them and go ahead with the same manner as such. Now, from here, nobody will recommend you, or nobody will tell you. There is a trekking, 20-minute trekking. If you do trek, you will come up and meet this little cat. So when you're coming up, make sure that you carry something with you to feed this cat, because if you see this, she continues to drink for a long time, because I think that she hadn't drank anything liquid for the last 2-3 days as such. Okay, and I didn't know that this cat existed there. Otherwise I would have brought some milk or something to eat for this little darling as such. So do me a favor, and probably God will bless you for trying to protect this cat. This cat will not go anywhere. I tried to bring it down. She will not come. She will stay there only. I hope that she lives long enough, really long enough, for people actually to come rushing to feed her. Okay, so when you come, make sure that you actually should spend some time with this little doll. I spent about 1 hour trying to understand. When she was when she was full, she went back and slept where she was. She doesn't bother you. She doesn't get scared. She doesn't run away. So that was the best part of it. So once you're done with this Chidiya Tapu, the from the view from the top is amazing, I'm telling you. Look around. When you see the lighthouse, look around. You should be able to see down south. The water will be in this form of a bioluminescence. Okay, so remember that part of it. Once you're done with this, you head back to Port Blair. If you have time, go to a place called Cellular Jail, but that is not in one of the 7 places that I'm mentioning about. But if you have the time, he would want to go for the light and sound show. You can go spend some time on such. I've been there, but no. If it is you have the time, see it. Otherwise, forget about it. So next morning, you're going to get up and book this cruise. It's going to cost you 1,000 rupees only. Otherwise, it would cost you 1,500 to 1,600. If you miss the 6 o'clock, my cruise boat, it'll take an hour and a half for you to go to Havelock Island. When you get to Havelock Island, hire a bike or a car. The best thing to do. From there, you head to Elephanta Beach, park your vehicle, and then trek down. It'll take you about 30 to 40 minutes easily. Okay, I mean, since you don't have to rush and all. So if you're lucky, you might even come across an elephant. Wild elephant, you might come across. See, this is what they mentioned there. Okay, I would recommend it. Otherwise, when you get off from the cruise, you'll have to take another ship, which will cost you 1,000 rupees per head to get down to Elephant Beach, where this is famous for beach activities. The play, the game, and all this stuff. All this is here. And if you're going to do the trekking part of it, understand that. Ask the locals if there it is high tide or low tide. If it is high tide, you'll find it difficult to cross this. The reason being, here it's all mangroves. The water will come here. The sea water is going to come here, and they've cut the trees, and so you might even step over it and get injured. So keep an eye on that part of it. Speak to the locals and then come here. Okay, so I preferred to take I didn't know anything about it. I didn't make any plans. I came, but I learned. I'm teaching you about it. So you don't make any kind of mistakes or lose any kind of time. So I hired the bike and I got here. I trekked down. I got to the beach, and there are a lot of activities like I told you about. 3 activities I will definitely would recommend out of the many there. One is a seabed walk. seabed walk is a must and should that you should walk. Then one which will come on in the video, because I'm showing you 7 best, but I'm not showing you everything as such. You want all the details, it's all in my YouTube channel. Go ahead and look at it. Okay, and seabed walk is one, and the second thing is the banana ride, they talk about it, and probably the parasailing or the scuba diving. Scuba diving, parasailing you can do anywhere in India, but I would say these, out of many that you have, these are the ones. They will shut by 4 o'clock, so remember that part of it. So what are you going to do? You're going to do it much before that and get back. So from here it's only 1 kilometer to Radhanagar beach, which I went also, but I did not spend much time. You don't need to spend much time there, even though it's a beautiful beach, because I'm going to show you the beach that you actually should go and play. It's in Vijay Nagar beach, that is where I have rented a resort. Okay, and I would want to mention to you, in the 21 days that I stayed in Andaman, I've covered only 50% of it. There's much more to Andaman that I need to cover, because there's so much to see. And my stay didn't cost me more than 800 to 1000 rupees, all were AC rooms. It's how you see, how you negotiate and go about it. That's how it is. So in Port Blair, if you look at it, I stayed in a place called Parkin, and at Havelock I did stay at Shangri-Las. So remember that part of it. Look at this. You would want to definitely go there for a spin, okay, and spin your mind, and go for a walk after that and see how it's going to be. But it is a place that I think I recommend that you should come for activities. You won't find all these activities in the same place anywhere else in India as such. There's a place where I stayed, Shangri-La Beach Resort. It is next to the beach itself, and here I walked into the water a kilometer. That is how smooth the water was. There were no rough waves as such, and the color of the water was so good that it kept changing with the weather. Okay, but it is a place that you should spend, if you can spend 2 days in Havelock. You can spend one whole day here itself. That is how beautiful this is. 5 kilometers down the road is Kalapatha Beach, which there also I will take you. So that is another place that which I'm mentioning out of the 7 places that you should visit as such. But it's a beautiful place. We will circle around a tree here, and if you actually see the bottom, you can see it is that clear, and it is not that deep as such. The sand is so soft, it just you feel like just holding onto someone's hands and just walking around. That's how you'll feel it. I didn't feel that because I love traveling alone. Okay, so you have plenty of resorts on this, so don't panic that you have to pre-book it, or you need to take a tour operator and all this stuff. They will only suck you out. They suck the money out, and they will plan according to their thing. But if you would like to see all the things that I have explored, and the things that which you should not see also, I've mentioned that in my in all the videos that I've captured. So go ahead and look at it if you would like to see proof for yourself as such. But it's beautiful. Sunrise from here is going to be good. So Andaman, understand it, this side and that side, one side you can see sunrise, one side you can see sunset as such. Radhanagar Beach is famous for sunset. This is famous for sunrise. Remember, Kalapatra is also famous for sunrise as such. You will definitely don't want to go from here. I'm telling you, it is that beautiful. For those people who love to swim, they're just going to freak out. And there is no animal that you need to be worried about and all this stuff. And for non-swimmers like me, you don't have to worry of drowning. And because you can see the water, you can see the floor bed. Okay, so you can just go for a walk, and actually I did go for a swim, and all. My kind of swimming is different. Okay, and but I did enjoy all that I captured, but unfortunately the lighting wasn't good enough for the camera. The camera was bad. Okay, not the place. The place was beautiful as such. Okay, so from here you're gonna swim. You can, like I said, you can spend 1 day in Havelock or 2 days. It's up to you. 2 days, I would say that if you would, because see, you come for a holiday, right? You come, you enjoy. It's not like work that you have to rush. Okay, so relax, forget about everything, leave the baggage at home and come. Okay, they only carry the travel luggage, the new memories that you want to take back. Okay, but don't bring in tensions with you. You will not enjoy it as such. 2 days, I would say, because the water that you will play with is going to be different. The beach is going to be different. The food you're going to eat is all fresh. It's fresh. I mean, for you to move around, it's going to be very cheap as such. And also understand that you will not get all kinds of booze in Andaman. Okay, and the network with the Geo is bad. It is worse in Neil Island. I'm telling you, it doesn't work there, which I will take you there also. Okay, the Geo network is not working here. So remember that part of it. The booze is cheap, a lot cheaper. Probably you can say that 40% cheaper than what you get in mainland India, but you won't get all the brands as such. They are open between 10 to 12 and 3 to 8. Remember that part of it. They close between 12 and 3, and after that 8 they closed. And the last Sunday of the month they closed, and one more day of the month they're closed. So you need to keep these in mind when you when you get to Andaman, whichever part of Andaman that you would want to go. That's how it is here. Okay, so saying that you'll be done with this place, Vijay Nagar Beach that I'm talking about it. Take the resort there, and you can head to Kalapathar, or you can go to Kalapathar and come back here, because Kalapathar is only 5 kilometers away from this place as such. Okay, so how many days you're going to spend here is up to you. And from once you finish Kalapathar, you can head to Neil Island, which we'll get there. But we still haven't got to Kalapathar. We are spending so much time in Havelock, which you should. Which you should. I mean, if you have the equipment, if you have cameras, if you got drones, I'm telling you, you will be the director that you never imagined. You will want to capture so much of beauty. I'm telling you, so much beautiful it is. For those who have traveled in India, in the west coast or the eastern coast, you see how the water is, or the water level that they come in, how they come in crashing as such. You will not enjoy anything of that sort. That what you will enjoy here. I'm telling you, because it's been 2 years since I've been traveling at the time of recording. Non-stop I've traveled all India. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't believe it, go ahead and see in my channel. You will see for sure that the places that I've covered, I've not spared anything. They like people say that, or I would say that, if you want to travel, don't Google, come to my channel. That is how it is, because I have recommended many, I've said no to many, to the places that, because see, for me, I make time to go travel. You don't have the time. That is so unfortunate for you. Look at this beauty that I'm going to show you. I'm just showing you Vijay Nagar Beach. I'm just showing you Vijay Nagar Beach. I'm showing you where you need to spend more time. You can't be in a rush and hush. Okay, if you had spent more time in Radhanagar Beach, you will not enjoy it here, which as much you should. You get the food right next to the beach. Eat, come back and play, go back and eat, do what you want. But just stay here. That is what you need to do. Okay, and like I told you, 800 to 1,000 bucks is all you require. This is the Kalapathar Beach that I'm taking you. Here, many will come. I mean, there are the road transport is there. The buses are there. You don't have to worry about it. Frequently, it is there. Look at the color of the water. There's no color grading. In Andaman, you don't need to do any kind of color grading as such, because it's so colorful. I'm telling you, it is so colorful, so beautiful as such. Okay, why people go to Maldives and spend the money there, I don't understand. Why don't they come to Andaman? If only I was powerful enough like Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister of India, this would have improved. This, understand that Lakshadweep improved tremendously after his visit there, after he went scuba diving and the time that he spent there. If he comes here, it's going to happen. When I was here, Surya's movie was being shot here. Okay, not here. It was shot in a place called Kurma Beach. That's Kurma Beach is in Port Blair as such. I mean, that I don't recommend at all. But they've chosen it maybe because the public doesn't come there, or for some kind of shoot that particularly they wanted. But look at the beauty that you will find it. Look at this. It costs you only 8,000 bucks, people. If you plan early, you can come. I don't know how much of money you spend, but you're not spending on the right things. 8,000 bucks to get here. That's it. Wow, look at this. Imagine you swimming and you had called me. I take a drone shot for you here. You should sponsor me to take you there, and then I shoot when you're swimming, and when you're on your back and floating, and then I take this shot. You're going to be the next famous Instagrammer or a reel maker or the shots maker on on the online platform. I'm telling you, you can hear from my voice. I'm so excited about it. 21 days I felt, it was short. I wanted more time because there is so much. I'm telling you, so much in Andaman that you need to explore. So, saying that, from here you can head to Neil Island. To get to Neil Island, again, see, from Port Blair you can go to Neil Island directly, but I would suggest you go to Havelock. From Havelock, go to Port Blair. It's the Neil Island as such, because the occupancy will be much lesser. In the cruise, it's going to be much lesser. So once you get to Neil Island, I will tell you what you need to do. But understand, in Neil Island there is no geo network. Okay, so whatever you have planned, there's no need for you to pre-book anything as such. You can directly get there. You will get the rooms, and never worry about about hotels in Andaman, there are plenty, okay, of the class that you want. So we're heading to Neil Island. Again, you need to take a boat and get there. It won't, it won't take much time to get there. It's a short distance, maybe about an hour it will take you. Like I told you, the occupancy is less. Look at this. It's clean. On time they will leave. So don't be late. Okay, if you're a habitual late comer, you will miss this because they don't start late. So you are going to come and witness this. There are a lot of many beaches, Bharat Nagar Beach, Lakshmanpur Beach too, and many beaches as such. But like I told you, 7 best beaches, places that if you need to visit, I'm mentioning you that. Okay, this is the natural bridge that you need to visit. People think natural bridge is only one. It is not. There is 2. Okay, so there are 2 which I will show you that also, because you don't get to see something like this every day, in the place that we live in India, right? So it is naturally formed, so you need to get here. The first bridge you may not be able to climb over. The second bridge definitely you can climb over. Understand, if it is high tide, it's difficult to get to the first bridge itself because you have to cross the water and come. Okay, and it is not difficult, but if it's high tide, it might even rock you against the rocks. So it might push you to the rocks, and that's something that you need to just remember about it. And you just have to wait. You don't have to worry about high tide is going to be there throughout the day. Low tide will come, and the water, when it's sucked back, you can walk and get to it and go. And here from, understand, this is a great place for sunset, not from this second viewpoint, the first viewpoint. Once you cross it, just wait for the sunset to happen with the background of this, the natural the bridge. You take photos, videos and all that. It's going to be mesmerizing. You will not forget about it, and you'll thank me forever for giving you all this information and such. Look at this. If you would like to swim and go across, you can go to Burma. It is that close. Burma is closer to Andaman than India is to Andaman, even though Andaman is in India. You got that? See, this is how we're gonna go from here. I actually wanted to take the drone through it, but I was scared because I was shooting it from there, from the first natural bridge. So I didn't know the gauge of it. I didn't know how wide it was. It was wide enough, but I was quite worried. And in Andaman, you don't know when it will start raining, so you have to be careful. At the time when I've come, it is cyclone time, and it is begun to drizzle, and I had to bring it back quickly. Otherwise, I know, it's going to get to the coils and it's going to go crashing down. So I had to bring it back. So I'm just telling you, you can take a room and stay in Neil Island, not necessary. Other beaches, like I told you, you don't have to waste time. You can, in the sense, you can spend time if you would want to, but you had great beaches in Havelock, spend there only. Finish this, head back to Port Blair. Take another cruise, head back to Port Blair. Depending on what time you will get to Port Blair, whether if you come back if you land in the evening, then the next day I will tell you what you can do. Or if you come early in the day itself, you won't come early in the day, maybe mid noon that you would come. If you've come, then you need to go to a beach either in the evening or the next day, which is that beach, which is going to be Wandoor Beach. That is where I'm taking you. Okay, Wandoor Beach, it's highly recommended. This is in Port Blair, and if you've seen elephants walking on the road, Mahat being there with them, you will not find a truck behind the elephant where they're carrying food for it. Here, rest of the place in India that I've seen, they're so selfish, they don't care for the animal. Okay, they don't feed, they don't give water, but here they take care of it. They protect it, they love it. Okay, so I'm telling you, your ride is going to be excellent. You will not crib about driving anywhere in Andaman as such. Okay, so once you get to Wandoor Beach, this is what you will experience. They'll say that don't get into water because there are alligators. They have sighted alligators, crocodiles is what they will say. If you're careful, you can play with it. Play in the water, not with the alligator. Okay, so don't get me wrong and get to it and then complain that I was wrong. Look at how beautiful this is. So when you come, you need to explore everything. But if you're coming for 4 or 5 days, you'll not explore everything like I did. So I'm giving you the best place that you need to come. You need to see it. So you're going to spend the time here, and if you have time, go to a place called Mount Harriet. Go to a place called Mount Harriet because you might have the time, because your ship will leave to Diglipur, which is the northernmost part of Andaman. That is that in the evening it will leave. Okay, it will leave around 8 o'clock. So you can book the different kind of classes that you would want. One side you go by bus, and other side you go by ship, because you will experience 2 different things. You need to do that, I'm telling you. But look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Don't you want to come into a place like this? Come on, man. If you're earning, forget about earning. If you're saving, come here. Come here. Okay, if you're saving, save, spend on things that needs to be spent on. You will spend anyway. You're not going to keep, saving as such. I know how people blow up the money as such. Come here. Lifetime remembrance you'll carry. Lifetime memory you'll carry. Your family is going to thank you. It's a beautiful place that you need to come. It's called Wandoor Beach. And it's not like Goa, see how it is. It's you have less people, but I'm telling you, all the flights come full. All the flights come full. But it's so big that you don't have to worry about it. But watch it. Like I was what do you say? Involved in shooting this, you will see that I was going to trip over and fall over a piece of log. Just look at that. I laughed over, but I thank God, because if it was I didn't show that. Sorry, it is in my main video in the channel. You will get to this place called Ross and Smith Island. Okay, it's a beautiful island. You need to must and should. It's a 12-hour drive, whether ship or by bus. It's going to take 12 hours. Remember about it. Okay, see how this is like as if the tsunami. What am I doing? Why am I not showing? I'll show you. Hold on. Okay, so if that is not there, everything I've shot differently, so you can see that you will have to take a boat from Diglipur and head to Ross and Smith Island. Okay, so I stayed at Turtle Bay Resort, which is a government-run place. Look at the quality of the water. So it's only 1,000 rupees a night. So you're going to spend. It's a AC room that you will get it, like I told you. So it's a question of how will you find it. Now, there are buses every 45 minutes. Otherwise, it's a 15-kilometer from the main city to the beach. So you might spend 500 to 1,000 rupees or such. So I waited for the bus. Sorry, I didn't wait for the bus. Okay, I took the auto, which was a mistake. So you don't make the mistake. So once you get to the place, stay over, whatever you would want, you would have got in the morning. So freshen up and then take a boat and get here. All you have to do is just wait for the low tide to come. If it's high tide, you won't even get to see this. The ocean will cover it up completely between the Ross and the Smith Island. So when the low tide comes in, you can walk on it. It is safe. It is safe. If it becomes unsafe, your boatman will tell you. See how you would look from the sky towards me. You got it. This is how you can capture it. So I wish I'd carried the drone here because of the weather. Look at this. It's the ocean. We are in the middle of it and we're walking. So in years to come, Smith Island is going to be developed with resorts and all that. So you can stay there. But at the moment, there's nothing of that sort. But eateries are available as such. You will definitely find a deer and all that. So that's how it is. So once you finish with this, you can take a bus and head back to Port Blair, and you can plan of staying and seeing some other places in Port Blair, or head back to your hometown. That's what you can do. So these are the 7 places that I will heavily recommend. But if you're planning to travel all over India, I've seen so much that it will do help you. You don't have to Google. Come to my channel. Saying that, adios, amigos, people, bye.